Who here, I mean, this is going to be a ridiculous question, but there might be somebody. Who here doesn't know who Evil Queen is? Who here doesn't know who Ricksta is? Who doesn't know the washed-up singer Talia Dean? And who doesn't know who the fuck else is in this? I listed them all. EQ, Talia Dean, Ricksta, Miss Red, that one, that red-headed woman in her kitchen. We all know them, right? So it's all been booting off. It's all been booting off. And what I like is scammers' feathers being ruffled. I absolutely fucking love it. I absolutely love a scammer's feathers being ruffled. I love it. I really do. Now, wasn't that long ago that I had issues with Ricksta, Talia and Sally and a few other people. And Sally, and I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt now in hindsight, but it was extremely offensive to a lot of people, joined Miss Red's live and basically said some things that were very like victim shaming and very triggering for a lot of people. That was called out in the video I did. I was then accused of bullying an old woman. I mean, fuck me. And then there was a live they were having and they were demanding me to go and speak to them, demanding, go and get Fact Freak over here, go and get Fact Freak over here. So I went over there and as usual I ate. And upset the fuck out of them, which resulted in Talia Dean not liking the fact that I challenged her intelligence because she thought she had a legal case against me for fucking defamation and called me a fat cunt. I mean, I am a cunt and I'm definitely fat. So, I mean, I suppose she had something to, you know, she wasn't talking unfactually, but she wasn't talking very Christian either. And for somebody who was being accused myself of bullying somebody at the time, all they did was scream and shout at me for the whole fucking time and try and talk over me, belittle me, everything like that. Now, of course, the video I did went out about Talia, and then Talia's little company that she's been helping, well, she was a little bit worried. So then I had every fucker on this app who had some sort of connection to Ricksta messaging me. Ricksta wants you to message him. Ricksta wants you to talk to him. Ricksta wants you to do this. Then I got emails from Ricksta, no word of a lie, with the tagline sent from fucking iPhone. I swear to you, couldn't make it up. Me own little fucking Martha. Of course, because what he wanted was for me to obviously take down the videos about Talia, showing her behaviour. Now, the best thing you can do with a scammer is just say, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I do not want to speak to you. I don't need to have any communication with you. There's nothing you can say to me that will make me remove the video. Now, the videos are gone now, but they're still on my Instagram and my YouTube and stuff. And I might include them in the YouTube video I'm going to make about this stuff. But obviously trying to control the narrative and not wanting things to be out there. I think I put the screenshot in a video that's pinned on my other account, actually, so you can go and see it. Now, anyway, Ricksta and Talia have reared their head on the search for views. 1 second, I want to see what it is. Chewing. What are you chewing? Well, it must be something you shouldn't have, because there's nothing there. What happened to this? It's a fucking bone. It sounded like bloody wood. Right, yeah, so obviously they are claiming that, so EQ lied that her and Jack had separated, and these two then jumped on the search for views and attention, because remember, guys, they don't want your gifts, they don't want your money, which is why they have sub-only chat on. Fucking idiots. I've got screenshots, Talia, of you coming in my live not long ago, telling everybody to go and gift you. We'll have all the gifts and all that sort of shit. But anyway, so Ricksta's coming off as a very obsessed boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, and Talia's coming off like an absolute wet wipe. Is obviously potentially being manipulated by this wrong one, but I get icky feelings about all of them. Oh yeah, he's been, like, there's a history of scamming throughout the family, to be honest. But anyway, EQ keeps talking about these voice notes that she put out of, obviously, of Ricksta and her, Now, of course, the Fact Freak has a fucking deep dive folder with the fucking thing and ready to go. So I'm going to play it for us, and we'll see if this adds up with the stories that Ricksta's been saying now.
Another £10,000, and that's on gifts on here, you know, so that's about £20,000 in total. But the bank transfer one is what you need to understand, and I'm going to play this to you and then I'm going off. So if you screen record, and I hope so, just to show you the level of manipulation he's done on me, everybody. You know, I've given money for his...
By the way, guys, thanks for tapping the screen. Keep going.
Daughter's birthdays and stuff like that. I've helped towards his mum's funeral. This is how serious it goes. I've helped towards that man's mum's funeral.
It makes you wonder, because in these voice notes, you'll hear him ask, can I have so much money for this? Can I have so much money for that? You wonder whether the money actually went to those things.
And listen to this, everyone, please. This is him asking me for money. This is him asking me for money.
I was going to ask you this morning, but I thought I'm not going to ask you this morning. You know what I mean? Because I don't, you know me, I don't like asking anybody for anything. I don't. And I hated it the other day when you mentioned something to me, and I've never asked anybody for money. I've never asked you for.
Must have absolutely broken your heart, pal, to ask for money for so many times.
A big amount of money in my life. It's just me. So I'm asking this as a favour, please. It's Bria's birthday today, right? It's Bria's birthday. I ain't got a pot to piss in at all. I used a little bit of money yesterday, as you know, right? And could you borrow me 1,200?
Can't believe you'd wait till the actual day, but, you know, that's a whole other issue.
I never ask you for fucking money again, because I don't ask my girlfriend for money. I don't ask anyone for money, all right? I was my container in a couple of weeks. I'm going to sell. I've got loads of champagne, and I'm just going to sell it and give you.
I don't understand how people can say things like, I would never ask my girlfriend for money, while asking his girlfriend for money. Yeah, I know.
£1,000 back. That way you just can't say anything to me. In general, I know you wouldn't anyway, but it's just in general. But number one, it's obviously Bria's birthday. I want to get her something nice, and also I want to give Paul some money. Do you know what I mean? I want to give Paul some money, contribution to at least to the Doves. Do you understand what I mean? And I'll just.
Now, contribution to Doves. I'm wondering, is that a charity? So is Ricksta asking to borrow money from EQ so he can donate to a charity so he looks good? I'm not sure, though. I don't know if that is what that is.
Say it's off me and you. I'll just say that's off me and Chelsea. And that's all I wanted to say. I'd never ask you for a big amount of money. That's you know what I mean?
Oh, Doves is for a funeral, right, okay.
That will do me then. And then look, in 2 weeks I'll pay you back the other £1,000 if that's okay. But please, keep that, please, I'm begging you. Just don't ever throw it in my face and keep it between us, sexy, please. I didn't even want to ask you now. I thought that's why I was sat there this morning. So I just thought, I don't even want to ask her, do you know what I mean? But I've got no fucking choice but to ask you, Chelsea, you know what I mean? It's embarrassing. I should be giving you money. I should be lending you money. It should be the other way. And it will happen. That will happen. But I'm just
Sorry, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe just me thinking that's a slight bit misogynistic. But also, the thing is, I love that he says, you know, it will happen. So by him saying it will happen, he is saying that he has not given her money. Because if he'd given her money for anything, he wouldn't be saying, well, it'll happen soon. Some point I'll give you some money.
Embarrassed, that's all. I was proper embarrassed. He was like, you all right? I just thought, I'm embarrassed. So there you go, beautiful. I love you, right? I'm sorry for even asking, I really am.
Now remember, right, with EQ claims they're in a relationship. Ricksta claims that they were not in a relationship. He just felt uncomfortable. Why would you speak to her like that? I love you, beautiful. Like, come on, man. If that isn't manipulative love bombing, I don't know what is.
Sorry.
I promise you, this man has fooled me completely. I believed for the last 8 months that I was in a relationship with this man. Him saying that we aren't is him lying. I've got so much more that I can play to you and that of him saying things about money, telling me he's got no money because he doesn't have any money. He's not a successful businessman. I didn't care that he didn't have money, you know what I mean? I didn't care, and I gave him the money, you know, like, and he's asked me.
Yeah, but so, like, no matter what you think of EQ, I think we know that this is genuine. It comes off very genuine, and she sounds, like somebody said in the chat, broken, you know?
Me time and time again. The man has got...
It's probably really triggering for her to hear this stuff, to be fair, like, again, you know.
No money at all. I've helped towards his mum's funeral. You know, you heard him there. I'm going to give Paul some money towards...
But yeah, I don't think there's any more of his voice note, but that shows that what EQ has been saying recently, saying that they asked for this, asked for that, asked for the other, is true. She ain't lying. We've just heard it, right? We've just heard it. So she isn't lying. Right, okay, so now we're just going to, like, literally go into it. Oh, we must have canny views in because the rude pages are in. Mods, if you can get rid of them, guys, don't click those links. Oh, yeah, we do. Hey, all of you crazy bastards. Make sure you're following me on here, all right? Click that blue cross, you sons of a bitches. Right, so here's Body Shaming Talia Dean. To be fair... Right, can we talk about Brian May for a little bit? Let's talk about Brian May. Talia, I've got some horrible news for you. I've got some really, really horrible news for you. Brian May hasn't had a song that's been in the top 50 since 1998. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. And he's never made the top of the charts except for when he was in Queen. It's almost like he's respected for the band he was in, but now really has nothing to offer. Also, Talia, didn't Brian May pay off all your debts? At this point, I'm starting to think it's fucking elder abuse. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, are you trying to get in the will? What's going on? Because, I mean, you're in with Ricksta and obviously like a bit of scamming, so... kind of goes forward. I mean, literally, you can Google it. 1 second. Talia Dean, Brian May, debts. Well, not death, Jesus Christ. There we go. X Factor hopeful Talia Dean bailed out by Queen's Brian May after racking up music debts. Hopeful Talia Dean was bailed out by Queen legend Brian May when she struggled to pay off her music debts. Sounds like elder abuse. I mean, he's obviously not getting his money back on that, is he? He's obviously not getting his money back on that one. Do you know what I mean? With studio debts, have still her debts, and he paid them off. So, yeah, so there we go. But anyway, so they've all been saying different things, and it also led to a confrontation between Talia and Miss Red, which I'm looking forward to hearing, because it'd be weird, like, I don't know, like, we'll see. These videos might be, like, in a jumbled up order or whatever. I've tried to order them a little bit, but they're just some random ones. I think we could be watching them forever if we watched all of it.
And what's funny is...
Oh yeah, 1 second. Talia talks about how Miss Red got her platform by talking about Ricksta. She says EQ and Miss Red will have to do the FYP into their 60s. I mean, quite frankly, what's wrong with being a content creator in your 60s, Talia? I mean, when you can actually put out some content, that would be nice. And, you know, when was your last thing out and how well did that do chart-wise or listen-wise? But also, Miss Red, from what I understand, has been upfront about it, hasn't she? Miss Red has literally said she was a fan of Evil Queen. She couldn't stand Ricksta when he was knocking around her. So she fired up alive and voiced her opinion on it. And people were interested in a... Are you all right? Talia's not here. Are you listening to Talia Dean's music again? She can't hurt you, Merlin. I know you've got sensitive ears. I know. But yeah, so I assume people like the gossip. And Miss Red has literally said that's what she did. Do you know what I mean? That's literally said what she did. So yeah, so let's get into it.
And what's funny as well, Miss Red, where you at, Miss Red? Where you at, Miss Red?
Who does she think she is? Can you imagine being like, where are you, Mr. Fuck off?
Misread.
Your bloody thing around your head's a bit tight, pet.
It's right. Your dream was to sing.
I hope she's really understanding the irony here.
That was your dream. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe, from what I hear, you got anxiety, you didn't have the confidence, whatever it was, but that didn't work for you. But now you're a TikTok sensation, and you're
not, and that bugs the hell out of you, let's face facts.
You've built your platform by talking about everybody else, right? Oh yeah, and EQ was attacking people with...
But the thing is, like, everybody knows this, right? That's right. Everybody, like, you're not giving us new information, Talia. We know, let's face it, Miss Red knows I'm not her biggest fan, obviously. You all know that as well. But Miss Red, she can't deny it, can she? That's what she does. That's what her platform is. We all know that. People know that who watch her. It's just you've got fuck all views. This is the most views you've had talking about all of this shit. And at this point, I feel like you're just milking it.
With cancer as well, from what I remember. I remember that. Anyway, Miss Red, you've built your platform talking about everyone else. Whatever. It's a great show. People love you. I've never agreed with it. You can do whatever you want with your platform, but let's remember rightly.
Sorry. Are you about to tell somebody, look at that face, look at that pause screen, are you about to tell somebody that they can do whatever they want with their platform, which, by the way, they don't need your permission, and then tell them what they should do with their platform?
Your first ever Miss Red FYP, you fired up because you were fuming because Ricky blocked you. Do you remember that?
But the thing, see, the way Talia's delivering this, she's delivering it like this is like an exposure, amazing, crazy information. We know. We all know. Miss Red told us all about it. Like, it's not new information. I'm sorry to tell you, Talia.
Remember every time you went into Miss Red's live, you thought Ricky was blocking you, and you were so annoyed because you wanted to say your piece about Ricky, another one that wants to talk about Ricky, that you fired up her live. And then because Ricky's subject of conversation, you got a really big room because you were talking about Ricky, weren't you? Do you remember your first ever? You got a really big room and you thought, oh, this is my way forward. But guess what, Miss Red?
Well, yeah, she's doing really well and a hell of a lot better than you and Ricky. Let's face it.
That was never Ricky blocking you. It was EQ.
All right, that isn't like the evil genius moment you think it is, Talia. Because first of all, you couldn't prove that. And second of all, nobody gives a shit. Like, wasn't that like 2 years ago or something? Like, imagine being annoyed now about somebody blocking you, like, back whenever.
And there's a video of her saying it somewhere. EQ was blocking you. And you were so mad. How dare Ricksta block me? She blocked you because she was in love with him.
Is Talia aware that Miss Red and EQ don't like each other? Like, I feel like she's trying to, like, break up a friendship that doesn't exist. Like, it might be a good psychological play, Talia, if they both didn't fucking hate each other. Do you know what I mean? Like...
But luckily, because it helped you build your show. So let's see. How did Miss Red benefit from Ricky? Helped her build a show. Give her the
Well, he wasn't there scripting it, was he?
strength and the... It's a shame that you didn't have that compelling nature.
Do you know, actually, let's flip this. Miss Red built her show because so many people agreed with her opinion on your scamming partner that they watched her live. Think about it like that. So if she did a live being like, this Ricksta does my tits in, whatever it is, and loads of people engaged with it, I wouldn't be bragging about that. It didn't go downhill for Miss Red, did it? So that suggests that a lot of people agreed with what she was saying.
For your singing career, but you've got it anyway doing something else. But I don't think you'd be anything else other than TikTok. Your world is TikTok now, and you'll have to do that into your 60s because you won't blow up anywhere else. Same with you, EQ, with your little gaming earphones and your little gaming mic. You'll be doing
for her because of the lies Ricksta's told her. Ricksta says in the end he couldn't stand EQ. Once again, shocking information.
The good thing is, you see, because...
Guys, there's quite a lot of you here and it's lovely to see it. If you're enjoying, please hit that follow button.
The fact that I've told no lies.
I never said I was in love with her. I said I love you, Charles.
I've always.
We've just heard the voice note. He said, "I love you, beautiful." Right? We heard the voice note. We listened to it at the start of this. It was love bombing at its finest.
It's always reiterated it to you in the same way, you know what I mean? I've never changed the detail. For all of you who've watched and heard me tell the story before, have you ever known one tiny detail to change, you know what I mean? Because someone who has to remember a lie, you know, they struggle.
Yeah, I've said
and,
that
you know,
about you, I've said that about
I've done
you.
none of that, you know what I mean? I've spoken.
Is he pouting on purpose? Can I pout?
Clear, concise. I've
about you,
recalled. You know, I've
Don't suit it. I don't
showed
suit
you
it.
proof. I showed proof at the time of the bank statements. Panda and Paul brought theirs forward. You know, all the proof's already been given out. But Talia's newly with him, so to speak, after a few months. So she's coming for me because he's telling her all this.
Well, you know, there will be an element to that. Obviously, Ricksta is lying about a few different things or manipulating the facts of the situation. And if she's dumb enough to believe him, then, yeah, that's what people do. They weaponize people. You know, narcissists often weaponize what they call flying monkeys, don't they? So,
I've been with Talia 7 months. I've done
thank you for everything, guys, the gifts and everything. It's just, I can't shout them all out and keep going, you know what I mean?
That's the funniest thing about it. She's in a relationship where she's been lied to.
weeks and days and
Gonna be
months,
the new
weekends.
Kim.
You know, you met me
I don't
twice.
feel
Oh, my God, why is everybody talking at once? What is happening?
sorry for her after all the things she's done.
Ricksta, right, okay. So you want to try an FYP show. You've done this a few days now. You press pause, pal, then you speak, right? If you speak at the same time as it's playing, nobody knows what the hell's going on. And some people might have a sensory overload and want to punch a fucking monitor, all right? So, can you stop?
But, like, he's literally lying to the girl, and she's like, I
was
him.
lying to you.
Press pause, you fuck. Is he going to do this the whole time? I can't deal with this.
EQ. I was lying to you.
Although I suppose he has got Talia Dean doing his sound, hasn't he? So, kind of makes sense.
Them call as an excuse.
I had to say them. I had to say them things. And number one, I wanted to get paid.
I can't. Somebody tell him how to do this.
Bang, bang, bang. There's an excuse for everything if you notice with him. No, it was...
Did that just come up on the screen like he was reporting her? Is he watching her live? Is he reporting her live? Literally it came up with just a little white bar there, didn't it? One sec.
I had to say them things. And number one, I wanted to get paid.
Bang, bang, bang. There's
That'll be why he's isn't pausing it if it's...
an excuse for everything if you
It is, isn't it?
notice with him. No, it was this, and it was this, and it was this.
no
So everything
excuses
Affected.
from me
screaming
at
at you in
all.
the face saying...
Listen, guys, before they got back in, I was
What apps has Ricky got? Let's look at Ricky's apps. Nothing that exciting.
absolutely petrified of what she was going to do to me on this app, right? You know what I mean? My mum had just died. I was drinking. I was on drugs. You know what I mean? I needed...
I've got nothing left. I got nothing left. So I had to scam EQ out of 20 grand or whatever it was. Like, what are you talking? Like, I'm sorry, right? Ricksta, you're going to get this as well. It's a while since we've had the violin. Sorry, Merlin. I know you're not a fan.
She owed me a lot of money at the time. She promised to give me 24%. We had a little deal. I'd sent her over all my gifters. All my gifters were gifting her every single day.
And they left you, didn't they? Because they probably thought, well, why have I been gifted this turnip? I actually enjoy this person's content more. That's kind of how it happens, right? Like, I'd imagine, I don't really heavily gift anybody or anything, but that's what happens. You can't control people. Can't be like, you're my gifter. You've sent me one rose and you are mine forever. You better be here every goddamn time I'm live.
And then she was saying, you don't care about me and upset. And you can ask Maxine in this. This was one of my mods and Sophie. I used to send all the voice notes to. They were my mods, and I fell out with Evil.
I think the most I ever knew we had followed him was about 40,000 or something. Guys, as well, while you're all in here, I'm going to pop an account in the chat. Thank you for that gift. Thank you. I'm pinning it. This is the account that I do all of my videos on and stuff. Or at least I was going to pin it, and then I fucking didn't, like a twat. Make sure you're following that account as well, guys. Thank you for the gifts.
Queen because of one of my mods. She said something about cancer. And I said things that I regretted. I didn't want to say, but I thought I wanted my pain. I didn't want it to literally destroy me on this platform. I was getting loads of abuse anyway. And I thought, as soon as I thought,
Seems to be fair, you destroyed yourself.
out with this person, she's gonna come for me, and I couldn't handle it mentally. I was straight, that's the truth. And I know it's embarrassing, and I know we should have said some of the things that I said, but that is the truth. By Almighty God, that is the truth. You know what I mean?
And do you know what that is, Ricksta? That's gaslighting. That's massively gaslighting.
In the end, I could not stand EQ. I could not stand who she was, the person she was, or anything. I felt sorry for her in the bit.
Literally admitted to it. We've heard the voice notes. There was definite love bombing, coercion, asking for money for certain things, for gifts for his daughter, funeral, all that sort of stuff.
In the beginning, do you know what I mean? I had love for her as a friend, and I did say I love her, but I tell all my friends that I love her. Do you know what I mean? But that any kind of feelings in that way, never in a million years.
Do you go up to your mate and go, "I love you, beautiful"? Because that's what you said in the voice note.
That's why I only ever met her twice, and that's the truth.
I mean, like sitting there preaching.
Oh, thank God that's over. Right, what's next? Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you.
It's just unfortunate EQ was.
Oh, yeah, so this is what I was saying at the start. Obviously, EQ had lied about Jack and herself splitting up, and then they were straight on it, appealing them to come forward, all this sort of stuff.
It's just unfortunate EQ was the first port of call because what's going on with Jack. Listen, we did a little poll earlier on.
Why has he got his coat? Do you notice, right? I did a live the other day and mocked him for always wearing his coat. Like as though like they couldn't afford the heating this month or something. He's there in his little jacket that makes him look a little bit bigger than he is. Cold. In this very dark sort of, you know, like sort of plain room sort of thing. Just a little bit chilly in the church hall or something like that. And I just thought, it's a shame. And then ever since then, he seems to not have the coat on. I don't know why. Maybe they can afford the heating now because they're getting a few more subs in, aren't they? So
we had nearly 200 votes, you know what I mean? And it was more, I think it was 120 to 44, that none of us believe that she's honest. We know she's not honest. We know what she's...
Why are you doing this with your shoulder? We know she's not... Are you trying to act like you can carry carpets, like one of those guys with the muscles that look like they're carrying carpets everywhere? What is the matter? Either that or somebody's got their hand up your arse working you like a puppet. I've got no idea why your shoulders are up here, unless you've had some sort of back injury. That's not natural. That's not natural, right? I know my posture's shit, but I mean, surely that's not normal posture, is it? I don't know.
She's done to Jack. And Jack, if you are listening...
I tried to put my shoulders like that for 2 minutes and I've got a fucking pain in my neck.
Please add me on this account. Follow me on Instagram, the Ricksta. It's the _Ricksta_. Please follow my Instagram account and message me on there. And guys, if you...
I will not be following. I've already got Talia blocked. Shall I read my message from Talia? Where is it? You know, I was telling you about how she'd body shamed me or some shit where she lost her mind. Called us a fat cunt. I mean, I am a cunt. I can't like disagree with her on that one. Where is it? I think I've got to unblock her account to see it. No, I don't. I don't keep stuff like that because of obviously who they're talking about. I would never play that. Alright, here we go. Right. Oh, shit. I nearly pressed contact there. Talia Dean verified, yes. I'm sorry, James. I lost my temper, but you have made a 70-year-old woman cry all day today. A woman we care about very much. I made her cry by saying, "Isn't this news article about you?" And it was about her, that was it. I can't have that, especially when you've made a massive mistake on what you're implying. This is where I said, like, because she thought she was going to sue me for defamation. I'm still waiting for the solicitor's letters, Talia. And I basically just laughed at her. And then she said, I can't have that, especially when you've made a massive mistake in implying that you think I'm uneducated. But I'm clever enough to know starting any kind of witch hunt based on false information is defamation of character. Not to mention the emotional stress you are causing her. I will apologise for my outburst to you tomorrow for sure. Please remove your video. She's extremely hysterical over that. I think Aunt Sally follows me now, to be honest. I don't think she's fucking hysterical over it anymore. You're blocked. Do you know what I mean? Like, That was a great apology, wasn't it? Really sincere. Really sincere. I like that she took full accountability and didn't make any excuses for her behaviour or anything like that. Honestly.
If you have enjoyed this show tonight, please inbox me and let me know you'd like to do more of these shows in the future. And other
It's alright, miss.
creators, we can have a little bit of a giggle and fun. I'm not here to judge, I'm here to have a little bit of fun, guys. I really, really am. Okay. And if that's drawing some truth out, then I'll draw some truth out. And if you're not following the Talia and Ricksta account and you want to hear...
Right, okay, is his hair a wig? And like, ever since EQ said it, all I can do is look and just think, like, is it? I don't know. I don't even know how to do a vote on this bloody thing anymore. They've changed the settings. Oh, I've got it, right. Let's do the most important vote we could ever do. Quick poll, yeah, enough gifting vote, piss off. Right. Okay, so, let's do this, right? Smiley face if you think it's a wig, sad face if you don't think it's a wig. I'm quite confused by the whole situation. Go. Let's listen to some music for a sec. You lot are cold fucking blooded. Jesus Christ, 240 odd here. And 12 of you seem to be holding on as tightly as Ricksta's hairline. Fucking hell, that's a landslide. That's a landslide. So you guys think it's a wig. You guys think it's a wig, clearly. Or a toupee, or whatever they called it. Yeah. The thing is, like, I always find it's strange when people are so insecure or care about what random people think. Like, a lot of wrong ones say things about me, my appearance. Oh, your hat and your earphones. Well, this is to trigger you, you fools. So that's the whole idea of it. But you just don't give a shit, and you're not an insecure little man, and somebody saying that you've got a hairline who's known as Evil Queen, for example, you just kind of be like, psh, it's the overreaction to it that makes me think it's real. That's what I'm saying. That's where all the sub money's going, to fucking glue.
Hear the word of God.
Glue products.
Over there. I'm very knowledge on that, and I always look to praise the Lord God. He's blessed me in many
Praise the Lord God. Keep this toupee onto my head.
ways. And he's brought me back to the way I wanted to be in life. So there you go. But anyway, guys, there's before you all go, I want you to have a little look at something. Before you all go.
He has no idea what he's doing, does he?
Before you go! So, my girlfriend is releasing a new single on...
Hang on a minute. Did they start this drama to promote her single? Because I'm telling you, don't bother, guys. It'll be shit. Absolute elevator music. Jesus Christ. But anyway, Christ almighty. There's the bloody... There it is. There it is. It's all about the promotion. It's a song all about Evil Queen. If the lyrics go kind of like this. Evil Queen, she's so mean. She still loves my boyfriend. We don't want gifts. Please subscribe. Evil Queen, you're so mean. It's kind of like that. I've heard a little bit of it. I love Brian May. Brian May could pipe me... Never... Right, let's move on.
Negative comments. I attacked her.
Right, okay. Let's talk about Miss Red. Ricksta speaks on Miss Red.
Negative comments. I attacked her, to be fairness. I did. I said some nasty stuff to her. Because at the time I thought
so you are a knobhead.
she was a troll. I didn't know who
Nobody's shocked once again.
Donna Monteith was, but he was misread. Then misread started following up her lives and talking about me. And then people...
What's this about? Like, obviously I can't stand Leatherfaced Pearl, the racist fuck, right? I can't stand her. But he sent his fucking little whopper to her, did he? But he sent his little whopper all over the place. Do you know what unsolicited means, Ricksta? It means that it was sent without consent. That is a criminal offence. You can't just be like, hey guys, want to see something? And then it's you basically trying to, what I'd imagine, get some life in the fucker. Like, it can't be that. That's unsolicited, pal. It's a crime. You can go to jail for that.
People
I mean, they'd love you in jail, but that's a whole different
didn't
kettle of
like me or
fish.
didn't like me gifting, then jumped into
They'd be getting you to do that trick all day.
her, and then she started the FYP show. So you can all, she'll probably lie and say, no one ever, I got it from firing up lies over other.
He sent me 3 videos of himself. Ugh. It doesn't surprise me that somebody with an ego like that would do that. Can I just say, guys, it's not that impressive. It doesn't matter. Like I don't understand what goes in somebody's head where they're like, do you know what? Pfft, get a load of that. Get a load of that. Absolutely not. Fucking no. Jesus.
Creators too. It weren't just Ricksta. You spoke about me.
If that's the way you would like try and like talk to women in the pub, you'd be arrested, you fool.
For weeks and got a massive platform because of me. And then look at you now, you're doing well. Take me out of to you. But
Why is she at the background like a prop?
your platform started on me, belittling me, putting me down, speaking about me because you didn't like me for some unknown.
She has already said this. She's literally said it herself. She can't like go on a live in front of thousands of people, Miss Red. Tell everybody exactly that. And then you talk about it like it's some big secret.
Reason.
She's a life coach. She couldn't coach herself. Look at the situation she's in. For God's sake, she lets Ricksta lay her down at night. You know what I mean? Who wants to be life coached into that sort of situation?
I know I called your names back in the day, but you come in my live and and then obviously all of a sudden I blocked and it went from there. But it's true, that is.
So know your history.
Did he just say he blocked her? So didn't Talia in that other video say that it was EQ that blocked her? Did, right? And then she was like, oh, the funny thing is it was EQ who blocked her and stuff like that. And then he's just literally said, and I blocked you. Honestly, liars, man. You can't keep up with your own BS.
History of the app. Born off the back of Ricksta blocking her from my live. She started a news show and she wanted to talk about this issue. And she'd make a post, but it'd be blocked, and she'd lose the access to post.
So she turned around and said, I didn't know about your gifting, and I didn't know you was in the rankings, Ricky. I didn't know any of that, but you've started up a show about me.
Why are you pulling out another mic? Why are you pulling out another mic? We get it, right? SM58s are about 80 quid, right? Well done. You've got a microphone, okay? I think, Talia, now I'm no sound expert. Yes, I did do never mind, we'll not get into this, but I'm pretty sure the microphone next to Ricksta would have still picked up your big mouth. Do you know what I mean? So just put the mic down. Nobody wants you singing.
Right. FYP, you knew exactly who I was, what I was doing, because you watched me from day dot before you ever come live. You never come live.
He's got it set out like he's going to start playing a bit of Candle in the Wind, isn't he? And it seems to me EQ lived her life like a candle in the wind. I'm just ready for him to start going into some romantic ballad on a piano about her. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, what's next? Thank you. Oh, Evil Queen. I'm not going to chant your bass. That's not what I do. Thank you. Okay, now. Of course, she had to make her presence known.
No nask.
Thank you. Miss Red talks about how EQ gave Ricksta his platform, which is exactly what I said earlier on. Like, Red's already owned this. You can't then talk about it like it's a new thing, you know what I mean?
No, darling, not a chance. She had her own platform off the back of herself. I was in there. I was in there watching. I was gifted.
Look at everyone, choo choo, bang bang.
This is before I become Miss Red, a live streamer. And yes, I have seen proof, help mate. I have seen proof. I've heard voice notes. I've played them.
We've listened to the voice notes starting this stream. Remember, Ricksta said, I love you, beautiful. It was very love bombing. It was very controlling. And he was asking for money like my daughter's birthday, funeral, all this sort of stuff.
Played them on here, and like I say, whether me and her get on or not, we don't, and we'll never be friends again. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm still going to keep it real.
Whatever you think about EQ, she's telling the truth on this stuff, and so's Red on this.
It was her that benefited him. It was her that gave him clout. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right, that just sort of enhances what we're saying. Red's already owned it. This. Right, what I want you to do, right, when we're watching this, obviously I'm going to be reacting to it, but if you think Red is winning, type Red. If you think Talia is winning, type Talia in the chat, right? So, like, you might think, oh, Talia's got a good jibe in there. Let's hear it in the chat, right? Likewise for Red, okay? Because I heard a little bit of this, and I was, you know, I nearly spat my drink out, basically. Let's go.
How can you say I'm desperate to be TikTok famous? What's the matter with you?
Well, you are, darling. I'm sorry.
What? Well, wouldn't I be doing like a daily show? I'd be singing on here. I'd be doing the
Well,
most.
it's something that you've done already. You've had your sing songs and you've done your lives. It just never
Had your little sing songs.
worked for you.
No, do you know why? Because I've got to put my focus in a real singing career, something you don't know about, and that's why you live
Thank you very much. Sorry.
off the back of everybody's drama. You're not even in the drama, like you're clawing the gutter of the drama, and that's your talent. That's your talent.
Do you know, if you were so against Red's platform, you just wouldn't be on it, would you? You know what I mean? Like even if they were talking about you, you'd go on your own live, see a piece over there. If you're so against her gutter content, don't go on the show. Like it doesn't, like the point doesn't come off.
No, actually,
You're mostly famous. You're mostly famous on here for telling everyone that your husband bangs you twice a week, like you're a lucky girl.
Thank you, guys.
You're mostly famous, darling, for hanging around with Alpha Bar.
Red. I'm giving it a red on that one. As far as a call and response, that was brilliant. And she genuinely is. When I did the Alpha Bar deep dive, Talia Dean had an issue with it. That's how I first came across Talia Dean.
Oh, I thought it was me being with Ricky.
Darling. At least half the TikTok haven't seen Simon's Tallywhacker because Ricksta's sent a few videos around of his helicopter,
Oh,
darling.
isn't it big? Go and have a look. You'll see how big it is.
No, thank you, darling.
But you know it's big though, because I know you've seen it.
Well, you'd need some.
Imagine standing there as a woman. I mean, you know, I can't speak on behalf of women, obviously, but standing there as a woman and playing down unsolicited pictures. Playing down somebody sending unsolicited pictures of themselves to people, which is a literal crime. It's a horrific situation to be in, I would imagine. I know a lot of people, like women, who open in their inbox, you know, all the message requests and stuff. It's disgusting. People like that should be called out.
Big to shut you up.
But why does he only shag you twice a week?
You what, darling?
Why do you want to know? Do you want to have a go on the other, like, the other days or something? Like, are you trying to... Oh, my God.
Your husband is just twice a week.
Are you a Christian or a Catholic?
I am a Christian. Just to let you know, seven deadly sins. Seven deadly sins.
To get people in because you're a cult and you're trying to fool people.
Yes.
About you because you wouldn't be going around TikTok talking about your man's manhood.
Yeah, I don't remember that in church. I used to have to go to church back in the day. I was a scout. I don't remember the priest ever going, and thou shalt talk about one's tallywhacker. Tallywhacker? Never mind. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's never been a thing. You know what I mean? Red's winning on this one so far, 100%.
Over the rainbow.
That was her best vocal performance. That was a brilliant one.
You're not wrong, though. You are seriously unhinged.
No, you're unhinged.
I like. Has Red always had this fire to her? I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed.
You're a failed singer. You need to get a life, get a gym.
Failed singer. What was it? Sorry, one second. Sorry, I'm not having that. Like, I'm really not. I mean, Miss Red, you know, she's all right. I don't think that either of them are amazing. I'm not blowing smoke up either of their asses. I don't think they're amazing, but I just don't know if Miss Red has ever had to be bailed out by Brian May for music debts. Like, she might not be, you know what I mean? She might not have been on the X Factor. She might not have met the people that you have or whatever, but I don't think she's ever had to have somebody pay off their debt. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just missing something, you know?
And yeah, you can't even sing, darling.
Can't I? So is that
No,
why
you
I'm
cannot
making money
sing.
while I'm lying here in bed? And
Can somebody explain to me how a sing-off works, because Miss Red's challenged her to it. I will not be watching. I couldn't think of anything more. I mean, if the dog overhears it, he's going to try and escape, isn't he? You know, I'm not...
You're begging it on TikTok. You know TikTok is bottom barrel of celebrity world. You know that?
Why be on it then, darling?
Because I just think you're so entertaining. People like you, you're not even involved in the drama. You scrape the drama. You scrape the drama. You make people...
You're making the same statement again.
Marcus and self-harm. You make people like...
right now.
Because the drama is about me, isn't it? I'm on Angie.
Yeah, you created the drama. I'm on Angie's platform. Imagine that as a brag, Jesus.
I'm on Evil Queen. I'm on yours. Who does shows about you? Who fires up lives about
Guys, while there's plenty of you in here, make sure you follow me if you enjoyed these reactions.
you?
We also have the Name is Luna deep dive tonight, 8 o'clock on YouTube. Link is in my bio. We will be live on here about half an hour beforehand.
Who fires up lives about you? No one. But you fire up lives about everyone because you're so desperate. When was the last time anyone fired up a live about you, Redhead?
Quite a lot. I mean, just go on my YouTube. I've got a few videos. I've done a few videos. Like, yeah, like she can't sit. Like, honestly. Oh, thank you. You can't say that. You can't be like, when was the last time? So people talk about Red all the time, to be fair.
Never. Nobody fires up.
The only reason, right, that you're doing this is because you want to be
Oh, the wee little puppet man's here.
friend Evil Queen again, because somebody really intimidates you. You get intimidated by that. Listen, the only reason you got your account is because you fired up a live, because you were blocked from my main account. You were blocked from, and you went up and fired up a live, and you got the support, because at the time, I was...
Ricksta, man, come on. What Ricksta actually forgets, I'm sure EQ remembers, I don't know about Red, but I was around then as well. Like, I was around then, and I watched now and again. I used to watch Evil Queen's steak, I'm going to say steak and bake. You know what I'm talking about? That's me. I love a Greg's. I've got steak bake on my head, never mind anything. But you know what I mean? She used to just chill and chat. Cheers for the gifts. And, yeah, he was, you know, he wasn't as big. He wasn't as big as he's making out at like 10k views. Like, is he for real? Do you know what I mean? Absolutely nuts.
0.4 million in 5 minutes. I had thousands in my life. I was number one in the rankings on many accounts. I was number one in the rankings. Was I? What?
How many years ago was that? Do you know what? Red is winning, right? Red is clearly winning this argument. It's just the little jibe she's making as well. A brilliant.
Was I number one in the rankings many occasions? Yes or no?
Why not TikTok then, darling?
Oh my God, you're lying. You hate me. Looking at me, you was of support. You hated me about EQ. You couldn't get a stab. Got him on team. Slating me all the time. You're fired on the live on the back of me. Evil Queen's admitted to it.
He's getting excited. Do you know what's always funny? Listening to Ricksta on Fast Forward ×2. Yeah. Listening to Ricksta on ×2. I mean, like, he's already a little dude. Do you know what I mean? But it just sounds, he sounds ridiculous.
You come on the misery of others. You come on.
Yeah. You're a racist as well.
You're a proper racist.
You're a proper racist.
You are racist.
And that's where I'll stop, because I ain't watching anything with that Leatherface racist in. But Red handled herself very well. I want to say Red handled herself very well. Talia, you embarrassed yourself again. Ricksta, I mean, when you're on Fast Forward ×2, I think the only person that can hear you is the dog. So I don't really know whether you performed well, which I'm sure is something you've heard a few times yourself, but we'll move on.
Say this, even though I did say...
Goodness. Is anybody going to watch this if it happens?
I wouldn't. Talia Dean, I will challenge you to a sing-off, darling. Yes, if you want to have a sing-off
What are they going to sing?
with
Like,
me,
I don't
you're more than
want
welcome. Pick any time, any date, anywhere, and I will...
to... Screw that, I want Sunday Smoke. If people are going to make me react to it, I'd rather Sunday Smoke. Can we get Red training with somebody, I don't know, get Talia off training with, I would assume, Brian May or something? Like, I'll react to Sunday Smoke. I ain't reacting to that. I ain't putting myself through that. Do you know what I mean?
I will be there. Yes.
Yes, you might send her somewhere over the rainbow, to be fair, like.
Would you like to see this, guys? Would you like to see the Talia Dean one put her money?
Be careful how you vote on a Miss Red vote, because otherwise you'll be blocked, you know.
Wear the man face, happy face, yes. Sing off, and if she does...
Oh, can we do our own vote? Thank you for the gift. Can we do our own vote? Yes, we can, can't we, right? Da-da-da-da-da. Let's do it. Da-da. We'll do our own vote, see how you guys go for this. So I think it's Happy Face Yes she was about to say, wasn't she? Oh, for fuck's... There you go.
She knows that
Happy
I'm a
Face
better
Yes.
singer. Sad face, no. No more clout for Talia Dean. She's the spawn of Satan.
There you go. Go.
There you go, Talia, because I know you're still watching Affected. Yes. Guys, we've got 3,000 people. Get your votes in, please. Don't waste a vote. Happy
fucking
face,
hell.
me and Talia have a sing up. Sad face, no. She's
I
had
just
too much
realised
clout the
how
last
many
couple of
are in here.
days. You're gone, evil one.
Get voting, I mean.
Thank you, Corey, darling. There you go, Talia. Give the people what they want.
The thing is, though, like, I do feel like...
Say this, even though I did say I wouldn't. Talia Dean, I will challenge you to a sing-off, darling. Yes, if you want to have a sing-off with me, you're more than welcome. Pick any time, any date, anywhere, and I will be there. Yes.
Thank you.
Would you like to see this, guys? Would you like to see the Talia Dean one put her money?
Okay,
Where the-
there's the votes. That's how we all voted, right? Now, she said any place, any time, anywhere. Empire State Building, 12 o'clock tomorrow. Fuck off. Like, honestly, shit like that. Anybody offering me something like that, being like, any place, anywhere, I'm going to come up with something absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'll be like, right, okay. I'll see you Heathrow Airport Terminal 2, 3 o'clock. Right? Like, what are you talking about? Jesus Christ, imagine throwing down over singing on TikTok. I understand Red is just wanting a reaction and to want to pay her off for that, but Jesus Christ. There's moments where I'm proud of Miss Red, and then there's moments where you're reminded she's a grandmother and she's somehow on technology.
So much, I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, this is the Miss Red voice notes. I haven't seen this, but apparently Miss Red just couldn't give a flying toss. But Ricksta has played some voice notes from Miss Red. Who'd do that? Never mind.
Like I said, I haven't been on this live for a long time, but yeah, I mean, I am going to still continue to do the FYP on my main account, guys. And if you don't know the accounts,
Hey, I'm a grandmother. Yeah, hey, I'm a sarcastic cunt. If you, I'm a twat. You'll get used to it, or you'll report me. You know what I mean?
the Ricksta Triple
This is what it is.
Just tuned in. Please watch it. I'll be back on that account tomorrow doing the FYP show, and please come across David tomorrow to watch it too.
Definitely
So I'm gonna
not.
bring a little bit of humour to the app. I don't really want to get into these.
Humour? We're going to be laughing at you. Like, what? What is the, like, do they literally do this every day? Or they just started doing it because they wanted to talk about Evil Queen, who they're definitely not obsessed with?
Domestic debates all the time, but if I have to, I will do, and I will do it on my major platform, and I can.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen the whole Prince Brat thing. I think whatever... I've seen the video hinting that they have something against Prince Brat, right? But here's the thing, Prince Brat, if you're listening, or anybody close to him, just put it out yourselves. Whatever it is, put it out yourself. Just put it out yourself. Simple. Don't let anybody have any control over you on anything, unless you've done something incredibly bad. But at that point, you still should just address it and do it yourself. I don't know what it is. But just own it yourselves. Own it yourselves. Take away the power.
Continue to do it until it stops. You know what I mean? The more you talk about me, the more I'm going to
If it's about the mum and Ricksta, then Ricksta's been doing something he shouldn't have. Simple.
come back. The more you say shit about me, the more it
I'm back.
I'm going to come back, and then
Oh, yay.
I'm going to start being worse than what I'm doing. I'm going to then start bringing out massive amounts of drama.
Yep.
And I'll literally continue to do it. I haven't done nothing to what I could do. Miss Red, if you're watching, because I know you've got a massive platform, and I know you're saying you don't give a shit.
How much money to take the wig off Ricksta? How much money? Like, I will knock up a GoFundMe. Do you know what I mean? How much money? How much money? Like, what we're talking? Bottom line. What's the bottom line price? All right? Just on a live, just rip it off. Like, genuinely, how much? Like, let's just put our cards on the table. You clearly need some money. Talia clearly needs some money. this, you know what I mean? Things are not working out as well for you as you'd hoped. Just put a number down. Put a number down. Do you know what I mean? People will be receptive to it, I'm sure. Do you know what I mean?
For now.
As soon as I'm spoke about again, I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to keep coming back, and then I'm going to keep showing video.
Like fucking chlamydia. Which I would know nothing about. I mean, you know what I mean? So, you know, just it's a phrase, isn't it? It's a common phrase.
And saying other stuff that and you can do the same. You because you've done me 20.
Bring up all
You've
the
done
Facebook stuff again.
You've
as
done
well.
me 20
Herpes, yeah.
times, misread 20 times. There's nothing you can say about me anymore that I'm bothered about. You've said I've
So why are you talking about it?
domestic abuse.
Ricksta, can I just say?
I've done things with, and you're
No, you can't shut up. We didn't even know you were there.
saying stuff differently. So I want it to fucking stop. Just leave my girlfriend, drop me out of my mouth, and drop me your name.
Well, you know, I exposed a predator called Sonny Sweetman, right? And he, when I was confronting him, he always closed his eyes. Always closed his eyes, right? So I did a little bit of research, and apparently it's commonly, if you like literally look it up yourself, it's commonly used, you know, like if somebody's BSing or they're under pressure, they close their eyes because they're blocking out visual stimulus to concentrate on what they are saying. So if somebody's a manipulative scammer, for example, they could be closing their eyes to really concentrate on what they are saying to get out, you know what I mean, so that they don't make a mistake and things like that. Because so when I was going at that particular predator, I called him out on it to make him feel uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, body language, man, always helps.
I make your mouth and move the fuck on. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sick of it.
Yeah, we'll just
Because
keep
I've been
coming back.
tamed for a long time. You're literally about to awaken a sleeping giant.
Is he out back? Where? Where's the sleeping giant at? Even she's laughing at that. Look at her. Fucking someone turn her mic off. Like, we don't need to hear ASMR of you laughing at him.
You really are.
Liar.
You're literally about to really, and you can laugh and say, "Oh fuck you." Listen, Misread, you go on with 5,000 people every day. I've been on here today, right, on a backup account. I've had 600 odd people in here.
I mean, it's lovely that there's so many of you in here today, but like, the fucking numbers game is ridiculous. The numbers game is actually fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I can guarantee Red, EQ, you know, streamers who get a lot of people in their live aren't constantly looking up at their viewer thing. They don't care. They just know the people will be there. Their stream is going well. It's busy, etc., etc. Imagine being like, you get 5,000 odd people in. I was live earlier, 600. What's this? What the hell are you talking about? The only reason your views are up at the minute is because you're being discussed by a lot of people and not in a positive way. Like, the best thing you can do is shut the hell up, and then nobody has any content of you acting like a knob to talk about.
When I go on my main account and start speaking about you, and continue every day, because I could speak.
And also, haven't they got sub-only chat on? So how many of those 600 odd people have subbed and supported you?
About you every single day for the next 12 months.
Who are on your side, sort of thing.
Because there's nothing that you can say about me that hasn't already been done. This man has been broken from rock bottom, hit the...
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I'm gonna have to help Ricksta out. Because we have took the piss out of Ricksta a bit here, obviously. Just a smidge. You know, but I'm gonna help him out. Go on, Ricksta.
Curb and was on his knees when you spoke about me. You proper demoralised me back then with EQ, and now I have built myself back up. I'm like a phoenix, rising through the flames. Everything's been said, has been done. So now I am I've got the armour of God. I mean, not only that, I've got a shield on me. I'm made of steel. So now...
I don't think if I took you to the scrap man, I'd get much for your steel, if I'm honest with you. I don't think you've got as much steel as you think you have, pal, but never mind.
I cannot be broken. And I promise
He compare himself to Superman.
you now, if this does not stop, right,
What do you think? He needs the smallest violin? Not a problem, Ricksta. Whenever you'd fancy it.
I will come back day in and day out, and I'll stand over
What do you mean it's a normal size violin, Ricksta? Cheers, guys. Thank you.
10 hours speaking about you. I don't care. I will literally carry on and bring up every single thing every day and draw in the numbers to death of it, mate. I just want to be left alone to just do my FYP
Stop talking about them, then.
stuff and do my godly stuff in here. That's all I want to do. But the
This is very godly.
more you continue to do,
Thou shalt send unsolicited. Thou shalt send unsolicited pictures of my little tallywacker. God has willed it. Like, what?
you will wake a sleeping giant, and I'm telling you now, you can say whatever
Where's the sleeping giant? Is that what you said to them when they looked at the picture and said, "Is that it?" You will wake the sleeping giant soon, I promise you. Right? At just some point.
you want. I'll be such a thorn in your side. I will, and you can say, oh yeah, whatever. People will listen. They will.
Do you know how Ricksta became a thorn in my side? Well, he didn't. He like literally went around harassing everyone who knew me on this app. Will you message the fact freak? Message the fact freak. Will you get the fact freak to ring me? Will you get him to ring me? Will you get him to contact me? Do you know what you do with scammers and BSs? Thank you for that. Sorry, it doesn't work on it. What you do with people like that is you go and you just say, no, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to hear anything you have to say. It's all here. We can all see it.
Will share. It will become demoralising. Stop talking about me, misread. You don't stop talking. You've
It's when you cut somebody's supply off who's the manipulator. They don't like it.
been doing it for days now. And Talia, fucking stop, man. Because I am going to lose my patience. And you can laugh and say, well, I've got 5,000 people who've got a massive following.
That really bugs you. I didn't hear Donna, like, misread, going on about her views to them. Like, they pointed out her views. They keep mentioning the views all the time.
I'm the biggest FYP. And you are the biggest FYP on here. You will be.
I'd say Tyrone. I'd say they're probably, I don't know, I don't pay attention enough to everybody's numbers.
But I will continue to talk about it until my views go through the roof. Until I, you know what I mean? Until
I got a minute. I will continue to talk about you until my viewers go through the roof. And that, Ricksta, is a fraudulent slip. Because you said that you're not here for all that sort of stuff, but then you're saying literally you are confirming talking about her will get you the viewers that you want. Like, it's just so see-through, man. It's so, you know what I'm saying?
I cause you chaos like you cause me and demoralise me and break me. I'll continue to talk about you. I'll bring up absolutely everything about everything.
All the stuff that you thought went
I
away.
won't. I will continue.
All right, calm down, Talia. Like, does he need a hype man? Like, what is this? Why is she in the background? Like, hallelujah. Like, all right, pipe down. Actually, it'd be more on brand if she said hallelujah. Like, she doesn't have to, like, just keep repeating what they said.
You know, do it, and it won't. And you can giggle. I bet you're sitting there laughing, thinking, "Yeah, but I'll fall up alive tomorrow with 5,000 people watching." Yeah, you will, but I'll continue to do it on my other account until their numbers grow. I will keep growing, and I'll keep doing it, and eventually you won't know what to do, and you know what I mean. I promise you. So just fucking drop.
Won't know what to do. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch this, and I know that obviously they will be saying that all this is very immoral, we're all going to hell. So I think this is what I hear you say. When I hear them talking shit, I just hear this scene every time. Every fucking time. You know what I'm talking about, listen.
Little boy at peace. What is this place? Beyond the stars. Open up your
Let's get some
eyes.
fire emojis in the
What
chat.
are these
We're going to
things
hell.
You're moving toward. Head so full of wonder.
We are.
Worries in the past.
This is
Could
for
it
us,
be
guys.
that you are free at last?
Fire emotes.
No!
We're off.
Little boy, you're going to hell. You said bad words for rushing the buzz, and now this is your tale. You ain't going back to see Disneyland hell.
It's going to be an absolute fucking party. I swear to God.
You know, man, leave me to get on in peace. I'll leave you to get on in peace, and just leave it be. All right. You shake EQ's
But before I do, I'm going to play all your voice notes.
hand, become best friends again, become mates, right? And don't
the goal.
go and find the wrong uns on the app. You know what I mean? People who really deserve it, the paedophiles. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Do you know what I always, right? Because obviously I do expose people like that he's talking about, right? But I love when people think that they can command you or employ you to do what you do on your social media. And it is always wrong ones who are being spoke of that say, well, isn't that person more of a wrong one? Yeah, but they might be, but it still doesn't mean you're not one. So it still doesn't mean that you can't be discussed as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's deflection. It's putting things elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? And believe it or not, Ricksta, people can do both. Do you know what I mean?
The real domestic abusers, the real bad people, go looking for them. All right, just drop me out, man. Come on. We've already played your messages on your Instagram of what you've said in the past.
We also played your voice note where you will love bombing and manipulating.
Sticking up for me, saying you don't believe.
Which is a form of, well, yeah. Obviously,
But now you're going to go back on and you said, oh, I don't believe anything Ricksta said. He's full of shit. I believe everybody else but Ricksta. But you stated otherwise to me.
we've heard you both contradict your stories. We've watched various things. We've watched various clips here, and you have changed your stories. Like, I don't know whether you told Talia one version of the story to help your agenda there, and then she told that, and then you said actually what the truth was of the situation, but you don't have your story straight at all.
Again, where she says, I don't believe Marcus M's. Why is it that 1 minute you don't believe something, and then when the narrative is suiting you where you can make a bit of cash, you then start believing it? Why is that?
Yeah, EQ, I played the voice note, man. I've got it. I played the voice note. And, come on. Fucking fact freak, man. They call me the fact freak for nothing, do they?
There's another £10,000, and that's
You think this fucker doesn't have a folder in the deep dive folder? Jesus.
I don't believe you were with EQ. I don't believe you was with Marcus M's. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I love a message.
Oh, and the best thing about me is I'm not that bothered, and people can threaten me with
Can I play it again? No. Should I play it again? Do people want me to play it again? Tell me in the chat quickly if you do, and I'll play the part. I think it's most important to hear the part where he is asking for things. Yeah, I figured, yeah, obviously.
There's another £10,000, and that's on gifts on here, so that's about
It's probably going to be particularly triggering for Chelsea, to be honest. I will say, with the most respect, she sounds like a very upset woman here, and I'm not fucking surprised. It's not nice to hear anybody upset like that.
£20,000 in total, but the bank transfer one is what you need to understand. And I'm going to play this to you, and then I'm going off. So if you screen record, and I hope so, just to show you the level of manipulation he's done on me, everybody. I've given money for his daughter's birthdays and stuff like that. I've helped towards his mum's funeral. This is how serious it goes. I've helped towards that man's mum's funeral. And listen to this, everyone, please. This is him asking me for money. This is him asking me for money.
I was going to ask you this morning, but I thought I'm not going to ask you this morning. You know what I mean? Because I don't, you know me, I don't look asking anybody for anything. I don't. And I hated it the other day when you mentioned something to me, and I've never asked anyone for money. I've never asked you for a big amount of money in my life. It's just me. So I'm asking this as a favour, please. It's Bria's birthday today, right? It's Bria's birthday. I ain't got a pot to piss in.
I'll say it again, I don't want to go into a big thing here, but on the day of the birthday,
I used a little bit of money yesterday, as you know, right? And could you borrow me £1,200? I never ask you for fucking money again, because I don't ask my girlfriend for money. I don't ask anyone for money, all right? I was my container in a couple of weeks. I
don't ask my girlfriend for money, but here he is asking his girlfriend for money.
I've got loads of champagne in. I was going to sell it and give you £1,000 back. That way you just can't say anything to me.
The Aldi champagne in the basement.
In general, I know you wouldn't anyway, but it's just in general. But number one, it's obviously Bria's birthday. I want to get her something nice, and also I want to give Paul some money.
Oh, Ricksta, you're not here, but somebody will be watching on a backup. I just blocked you I blocked you. Not my mods, nobody else. I blocked you. I don't like you. You're already blocked on another account. I don't like you because you're a scammer, you lie, you do all sorts of horrible shit like that. You're a very manipulative little man, right? I've just blocked you, okay? Simple. I have blocked you. Not like when Talia said that EQ had blocked Red, and then later on in a clip, you then said, no, it was you that blocked him because you were trying to stir it with lies. Like, never mind.
Do you know what I mean? I want to give Paul some money contributing to at least to the dubs. Do you understand what I mean? And I'll just say it's off me and you. I'll just say that's off me and Chelsea.
Doves is to do with his mother's funeral, I think. That's what everyone was telling me last time.
And that's all I wanted to say. I'd never ask you for a big amount of money. That's you know what I mean. That will do me then. And then look, in 2 weeks I'll pay you back the other £1,000 if that's okay. But please keep that. Please, I'm begging you. Just don't ever throw it in my face and keep it between us, sexy, please. I didn't even want to ask you now. I thought that's why I was sat there this morning. So
Didn't want to even ask me now. Yeah, what?
Don't even want to ask her, do you know what I mean? But I've got no fucking choice but to ask you, Chelsea, you know what I mean? It's embarrassing. I should be giving you money. I should be lending you money. It should be the other way, and it will happen. That will.
I want to point out, I did the first time I watched, but he just said there, I should be giving you money, which I think is a bit of a misogynistic view anyway. But then he also says, and it will be happening at some point, confirming that he isn't giving her any money. If he'd already been given money or putting money to her, or sending money to her, he wouldn't be saying, well, I will be in the future. And it's like things like that, little trips, man. I think very black and white and very analytical. And you don't say things like that if you've already sent somebody money.
Happen. Well, I'm just embarrassed, that's all. I was proper embarrassed. He was like, you all right? I just thought, I'm embarrassed. So there you go, beautiful. I love you, right?
I can't wait to ring me mate. Yeah. You all right, beautiful? Yeah, I love you. What do you mean, do I want some dick? No. I'm sorry, but you're not telling your friends they're beautiful and you fucking love them like that. I'm sorry, Ricksta, right? You might think that's a very clever thing to manipulate, but it isn't. It isn't. It's love bombing. It's love bombing. You put on the beg, the money's for your daughter, the money's for the funeral, you need some, and you shouldn't be asking, and you will be given at some point, and blah, 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 blah. It's all very coercive.
It's true, Bernie, man. It's true. People jump to conclusions and see something and then start jumping, and it is defamation of character. And you can end up going to jail for it as well. It's like, it's because people haven't really...
And by the way, can I just say that all the people who are saying, this is so illegal what he's doing, it isn't, guys. Like, go to my YouTube channel. I mean, like, how many... Like, I've leaked phone calls, man, for God's sake. Phone calls, text messages, voice notes. Also, it's not illegal at all. People need to get that out of their mind. People keep saying, oh, it's illegal to do that. It isn't. Becomes a crime when it becomes malicious communication or used in another crime. If you send a message to somebody, you have 50-50 ownership of those messages, basically. Obviously, I'm not talking about things that are like indecent or a crime to be shared. I'm talking about messages, simple. Then you have to get past the threshold of the police believing that you are, that you are leaking those or you are putting those out to cause harassment and stuff. And then you've got to be able to pass the threshold for harassment and stuff. So everybody who's always going, oh, this is illegal, and it isn't. So if somebody's saying I have messages on somebody that prove something, but I can't do it because it's illegal, tell them they're full of shit. Cheers, guys.
Done it, so they don't really say, let me just show here what's going on. Go on. Yeah, listen.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean? Oh. Sorry, Rick.
I wasn't a fan of Miss Red's little at the end, like, absolutely not. Somebody could have trigger warned me about that. I didn't like... Somebody could have trigger warned me about that. I didn't like that. That was not audibly nice to hear.
I didn't think about your girlfriend, but obviously she knows it's not going to be true. You're sleeping with that little rat anyway. I won't do it again, I promise, all right?
Look at this. This is about EQ. She is crazy, isn't she? Full of it.
Sorry, so is this when... I'm trying to get this in my head. So is this when somebody was saying that, yeah, of course, EQ, it's obvious. People do that shit all the time. But isn't it one of them things where, like, Marcus Ems, were they claiming that him and Marcus Ems was smashing each other's back doors in or something? And then they're saying about your girlfriend, is the girlfriend EQ? I'm confused.
She said she faked them. I would just say, well, hang on. All she does is lie and manipulate
Nothing shows me more that somebody has moved on from a relationship than talking about their ex-partner over and over again.
Brad.
I believe him.
I feel sorry for him. Surely you had some. If she had anything, there would be sexual messages. She's not shown them exactly, and she never did, misread. She never
How could anybody show sexual messages?
showed them because she never had anything. And you've stated it there. It was true. Why didn't she show anything? She never did. But then you're gone, because you're friends with her, I believe EQ what she said.
Oh, in a roundabout way, that confirms that not only is Donna getting a Chinese and a pounding twice a week, but she's exchanging sexual messages with Simon. I've just exposed that, and like somebody's gran is going to town. Like, she just said if they were in a relationship, surely there would be sexual messages. Not every relationship, Red. That's telling. That there's been far too much triggering stuff for me to hear here. Like, nobody warned me about this. I thought it'd be like light-hearted, you know, a bit of a laugh, take the piss out some mugs. Horrifying.
It's when it suits you, isn't it? When the narrative suits you.
Although, to be fair, the sexual messages could be, do you want some prawn crackers? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know how involved the Chinese meal is in it.
You know what I mean? You go, oh yeah, I believe that. You believe, you've got an opinion, but you say one opinion to me and you've said another opinion to EQ, but she's always going to win, isn't she, Miss Red? Because she's got the platform to do so. And she'll go against you and she'll bring you down and she'll demoralise you.
Fact freak is triggered by reality. I want to live in my own world. Leave me alone. I don't know why I let you in. I don't know why I let you in.
And you're scared. And you can say you're not scared of Evil Queen. You've got the fucking biggest platform on TikTok. The biggest platform. You've been
slamming her for the last, saying her platform's crap. Honestly, you can't keep up with your boobs.
Biggest numbers in, and you're petrified of Evil Queen.
Okay. I don't think, is there any more?
I am a Doctor Who fan. My favourite Doctor is got to be David 10-inch.
What?
David 10-inch.
Yeah, so there's a Lunar Tuna deep dive tonight on YouTube, guys. At 8 o'clock. I didn't even know that video was coming up. So tonight, 8 o'clock, we have a deep dive, thinking about those 10 inches. 8 o'clock on YouTube, we have the Lunar Tuna deep dive. I will be live on this account probably about 7:30ish, getting ready for it. Yeah, so that's it for the reactions for that sort of stuff. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. If you're here for your first time and you enjoyed it, make sure you're following me, all your legends here. Just give my honest opinions. I'm sure the wee little puppet man and the wobbling Christian will have something to say later on. I couldn't give a flying fuck, guys. Honestly, couldn't care less. Don't worry. Don't tag me anything. I don't care. They get no energy from me, really, unless it's fun to rip the piss out of them. It is factual. We've just watched the words coming out of their mouth, basically, and we've just spoken about what they've said. We've got the voice notes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, I'll be back here 7:30 tonight, and then we'll be going and watching the Lunar deep dive at 8 o'clock. It's about 25 minutes long. Like most deep dives, it's obviously framed so that if you don't know who this person is, then by the end of the video, you'll know who they are. We'll talk about some of the craziest shit she's done. And there is a we're going to hell section as well in the video. So hopefully I'll see you guys for that as well. If you can't make it by 8 o'clock, then you can watch it anytime after 8 o'clock. All right. Hope you all have a good rest of your evening. And I will catch you later on tonight. Peace. Peace, guys. Peace. Praise me, yeah. Praise, guys. Praises. Praises to our Lord and Saviour, Satan.